Don Juan very patiently explained to me that loneliness is inadmissible in a warrior. He said that warrior travelers can count on one being on which they can focus all their love, all their care, this marvelous earth, the mother, the matrix, the epicenter of everything we are and everything we do, the very being to which all of us return, the very being that allows warrior travelers to leave on their definitive journey. Don Gennaro proceeded to perform then an act of magical intent for my benefit. Lying on his stomach, he executed a series of dazzling movements. He became a blob of luminosity that seemed to be swimming, as if the ground were a pool. Don Juan said that it was Gennaro's way of hugging the immense earth, and that in spite of the difference in size, the earth acknowledged Gennaro's gesture. The sight of Gennaro's movements and the explanation of them replaced my loneliness with sublime joy. "I can't stand the idea that you are leaving, Don Juan," I heard myself saying. The sound of my voice and what I had said made me feel embarrassed. When I began to sob, involuntarily, driven by self-pity, I felt even more chagrined. "What is the matter with me, Don Juan?" I muttered. "I'm not ordinarily like this." "What's happening to you is that your awareness is on your toes again," he replied, laughing. Then I lost any vestige of control and gave myself fully to my feelings of dejection and despair. "I'm going to be left alone," I said in a shrieking voice. "What's going to happen to me? What's going to become of me?" "Let's put it this way," Don Juan said calmly. "In order for me to leave this world and face the unknown, I need all my strength, all my forbearance, all my luck, but above all, I need every bit of a warrior traveler's guts of steel. To remain behind and fare like a warrior traveler, you need everything of what I myself need. To venture out there, the way we are going to, is no joking matter, but neither is it to stay behind." I had an emotional outburst and kissed his hand. "Whoa, whoa, whoa," he said. "Next thing you're going to make a shrine for my Garakas." The anguish that gripped me turned from self-pity to a feeling of unequaled loss. "You are leaving," I muttered. "My God. Leaving forever." At that moment Don Juan did something to me that he had done repeatedly since the first day I had met him. His face puffed up as if the deep breath he was taking inflated him. He tapped my back forcefully with the palm of his left hand and said, "Get up from your toes. Lift yourself up." In the next instant, I was once again coherent, complete, in control. I knew what was expected of me. There was no longer any hesitation on my part, or any concern about myself. I didn't care what was going to happen to me when Don Juan left. I knew that his departure was imminent. He looked at me, and in that look his eyes said it all. "We will never be together again," he said softly. "You don't need my help anymore, and I don't want to offer it to you, because if you are worth your salt as a warrior traveler, you'll spit in my eye for offering it to you. Beyond a certain point, the only joy of a warrior traveler is his aloneness. I wouldn't like you to try to help me, either. Once I leave, I am gone. Don't think about me, for I won't think about you. If you're a worthy warrior traveler, be impeccable. Take care of your world. Honor it, guard it with your life." He moved away from me. The moment was beyond self-pity or tears or happiness. He shook his head as if to say goodbye, or as if he were acknowledging what I felt. "Forget the self and you will fear nothing, in whatever level of awareness you find yourself to be," he said. He had an outburst of levity. He teased me for the last time on this earth. "I hope you find love," he said. He raised his palm toward me and stretched his fingers like a child, then contracted them against the palm. "Ciao," he said. I knew that it was futile to feel sorry or to regret anything, and that it was as difficult for me to stay behind as it was for Don Juan to leave. Both of us were caught in an irreversible energetic maneuver that neither of us could stop. Nevertheless, I wanted to join Don Juan, follow him wherever he went. The thought crossed my mind that perhaps if I died, he would take me with him. I saw then how Don Juan Matus, the Nagual, led the 15 other seers who were his companions, his wards, his delight, one by one to disappear in the haze of that mesa, toward the north. I saw how every one of them turned into a blob of luminosity, and together they ascended and floated above the mountaintop like phantom lights in the sky. They circled above the mountain once, as Don Juan had said they would do, their last survey, the one for their eyes only, their last look at this marvelous earth. And then they vanished. I knew what I had to do. I had run out of time. I took off at my top speed toward the precipice and leaped into the abyss. I felt the wind on my face for a moment, and then the most merciful blackness swallowed me like a peaceful subterranean river.